Hello YouTube, I'm Tyler and welcome back to another Fish La Moto video. Since I passed my test 8 years ago, I've done nothing at all and I think it's about time I improved my riding skills. I'm here today with Keith Dunn from Zen School of Motorcycling.
My name's Keith Dunn, I live in Burnham. I've been running Zen School of Motorcycling for about 20 years now, and riding since I was 16. Some of that as a bit of a idiot, but I've learned.
We've all been there.
I've learned, and I'm now, we're still learning. And I'm passing some of that on.
So Keith, what are we going to be doing today and what's there to be expected?
We've had a little chat already, haven't we, about the physics of how the bike works, counter steering, and all these sort of physics, dynamics kind of stuff. And I've brought you over here to this secret location where we're going to be trying some of it out on the bikes themselves, having some fun with it. When we get confident over that, we'll take it out on the road and have a little ride on the road and put it all together.
I started my day by meeting Keith at his house, where after an offer of a cup of tea or coffee, we spoke about the theory of physics of how a motorcycle handles and behaves. After making a plan for the day, we decided to head over towards Bradwell to go to Munch's for a coffee. On our way out of town, we had to do the Burnham Bends. After observing how I rode around the Burnham Bends, Keith decided to pull me over at the end of them for a quick chat, where we then discussed things like my road positioning and how to position myself to give myself the better visibility. After this discussion, Keith decided to take me back round the Burnham Bends, but this time with him leading and giving me a rolling commentary. We then quickly turned round at the end of the bends, where I then took the lead again, and then we continued making our way over towards Bradwell. On my way over to Bradwell, I was trying to work on what Keith had told me about my road positioning. The whole time, Keith was able to talk to me through the intercoms. Don't worry if you don't have one, because he does have spares you can borrow for the day. When we got to Bradwell Marina, we found out that Munch's was shut for the day. But not to worry, as Keith's secret training location was just round the corner, so we carried on heading over that direction. Once we got to Keith's secret location, he explained to me what the first exercise was going to be. He wanted me to accelerate to about 40 miles an hour, put the bike in neutral, relax, let go of the handlebars, and go round the corner at the end of the road by moving my body weight over. We'd done this exercise a couple of times until I was starting to get the hang of it and feel more comfortable. After which, Keith got me off the bike and took the time to demonstrate to me the importance of not only steering by your hands, but by your whole body. That includes moving your feet, gripping the tank with your knees, and leaning over. We do all of these things, that way our body is facing the way we want to go, making it a lot easier to go round a corner, as naturally the bike will follow which way we're facing. Now armed with the new knowledge about body positioning and using all of your body, Keith got me to repeat the first exercise, and wow, what a difference in how the bike handles. After that, he then decided to put down some cones for a slalom down the straight before the bend at the end of the road. The next exercise, he got me to do the slalom by going through it, not by turning the handlebars with my hands, but by changing my body position and the way I was facing on the bike. After doing that a couple of times, the next thing we tried was a very similar thing, but this time we just gave each handlebar a light push to steer ourselves. And finally, for the last exercise, Keith got me to put everything all together by going along, starting off by giving one handlebar a little push and lightly holding on to the end of each handlebar and just getting a feel for how the bike naturally wants to turn and behave. Once we'd done all of the exercises, Keith had a chat with me about your tyres, contact points, and loads of different things to do with your tyres. He also got his little notepad out and explained to me limit points and trigger points, all to do with roadcraft and planning ahead. It was all really useful information which I've learnt bits and pieces of over the years, but I've never had anyone teach me, and it was really good to have someone confirm a lot of things I've always questioned. Afterwards, we then got back on the bikes and went out for another ride, putting all these new things into practice. Keith led to begin with, and we both decided let's head over to Mersey Island and go find a cafe for some late lunch. The journey to Mersey was a really good, fun, progressive ride. I really enjoyed the ride over to Mersey. We both took it in turns to lead, and the whole way was discussing what we're doing and talking about roadcraft and road positioning while riding the bikes. Once we got to Mersey, we parked up the bikes on the waterfront and went to the Blackwater Pearl for a good bit of lunch. We had a quick chat with a local, said goodbye, got on our bikes and made our way out of Mersey and headed back towards Burnham. On the way back, we continued to practice things we had been discussing and doing earlier on in the day. Overall, it's been really good and really fun going out for this ride with Keith. I've learned quite a lot so far, but I'll tell you all about that in a bit when I'm back. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've been out for my day with Keith Dunn from Zen School of Motorcycling, and I thought I'd pull over and tell you all what I thought about my day out with Keith. Overall, I thought my day out with Keith was fantastic. It was really good and I enjoyed every last minute of it, and I learned so much. The aim of the day for me was to learn more about how my bike handles and wants to behave naturally. And I definitely think that we achieved that goal in one day. As in one day with Keith, I learned more about how this bike handles than I did by riding it and owning it for 4 months. Whether you're a new rider or an experienced rider who's been riding for years like myself, there's always something to learn. Because of that, I can't recommend a day out with Keith enough. Overall, the main thing is I had a really good day out, and I've learnt loads about how my motorcycle handles, forward planning and roadcraft, which are all useful tools to my motorbike toolbox. I'll be leaving the contact details for Keith in the description to this video. Also, if you have liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment on it and tell us what you think. But most importantly, please go visit Keith's pages and give him a like and subscribe as well. So thanks for watching. See you soon.